10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire, and horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high. Last daughter of a forlorn line shall guide him into history. Beneath the crypts, prophecies clash, the war of ancient enemies.
Hey everyone, hello. Welcome to a new Let's Play with me, your host Tim. And today, we're going to play Dark Messiah of Might and Magic together. There's some prep here that you can skip by adjusting the slider up here on YouTube to the appropriately segmented spot. I'm going to talk for maybe like 5 minutes or so about what type of game this is, how far I got in it, assuming I played it before, what inspired me to play this game with you guys today, and any tisms I'll be doing as we play this game together. Things that I'll do that maybe other people don't do, so you should expect it as we go forward. This isn't necessarily a good thing, but it's how I play games. It's a warning, as it were, to you guys. Let's start with what this game is. This game is a first-person shooter. It is a bit similar to Dishonored, but the levels are more linear. Combat is like Thief, with how melee fighting works, with you doing power attacks and attacking and parrying enemies and so on, but it's faster paced. Like Thief, there's ranged combat with a bow, but it's not like you're running around with a gun, shooting people repeatedly very quickly. It's more calculating, and there are spells and magic in the game for long-distance combat if you decide to go that route. The game has a skill point system, and you'll be able to take several different types of skills depending upon what type of build you're going for. We'll talk about that when we get into the game, but there are generally 3 types of characters you can play. Melee-centric, with probably some light other support, Thief-centric, stealthy types of characters, and Mage-centric. You don't have to pick any one particular thing. You can mix and match and choose what you wish, so you don't have to. You can play a mage that does, or try to pick a jack of all trades. But the game really kind of wants you to focus on something rather than spread your points all around. So we will be playing a stealthy character for this playthrough. I have gotten a decent distance in the game. Let's go with that. I'm in the House of Ashes, and I've more or less just started this. And I decided, at this point, I would like to record the game. I like it very much. I think it's got a great amount of atmosphere. And I'm going on a tangent. I meant to talk about how far I've gotten the game. So let's wrap up the second thing, Tim, before we go into the third. You should not expect me to be surprised by too much. That said, I've undoubtedly missed a secret or two, and so there might be a thing or two that I find that I missed the first time around, but otherwise I won't be surprised by much of anything until we get back to where we currently are. what's inspired me to play this game is I'm going through my Steam backlog of games, and during Halloween I found this game, the Halloween season that is. I was like, oh, this game looks kind of creepy, and I tested it out, and it wasn't very creepy, and not in the terms of there being like horror elements in it, unless you don't like spiders, in which case this is a really, don't watch this game. I'll say that. If you don't like spiders, maybe don't watch this game. I'll see you in the next one. How about that? I don't have arachnophobia, so I don't mind them whatsoever. That said, I liked the game enough that I kept playing it in my off time. I played through it several times with several different types of builds, and finally I wanted to record the game. So thus we're doing that. For TISMs, there's stuff to read in the game in the form of various texts or books that we find. There aren't too many of them, but I will stop and read them when we find them. If some of the equipment that we find has writing for it also, I will read it before we equip it, just as a heads up, so there'll be a bit of reading. I will like to walk around and take in the sights also from time to time, if it makes sense and we can do so you should expect that also. I like walking everywhere in the games I play, viewer. This will be no exception, and it's more appropriate for us playing a thief for reasons you will see when we get into the game and begin leveling ourselves up a bit. I have adjusted the game's brightness levels as much as I possibly can. It's going to be very bright for me. We will gain dark vision as one of the first skills we get in the game, right when we start the game right away. And this is effectively like amber vision from the Styx series, or Batman vision from the Batman games, where you can see everything around you. You don't have to worry about the light levels. But I am not a fan of using that ability very much. And as such, we'll be keeping it rather atmospheric and not using that ability outside when I absolutely feel like we must use it. That said, though, I am aware that when I upload this to YouTube, it might be a little on the darker side compared to what I see on my side. So I will wait to record the second one of these until after the first one of these is on the channel for 1 or 2 days. That way you guys can let me know if the brightness level of the game is tolerable for you. I can probably increase it a little bit more, but it's going to begin getting washed out if I do so. I'm at the limit for what I think I myself can tolerate playing the game, so hopefully it's okay. That said, I'll still increase it a little more if it's still too dark for you guys. Finally, for the audio, I tried putting on the closed captions, but they're only present for in-game text and not cutscene text. And it's a cutscene text I actually want them on, so we won't have closed captions for this time around. The cutscene audio is also much louder than it will be in the in-game audio, so I apologize for that. I could probably lower it, but I think it's still acceptable. It's not overbearingly loud, so we'll leave that alone. Alright, with all that said, viewer, I finally have recorded this introduction. This is like attempt number 12. I'm going to put a small break here and be right back to start the tutorial with you guys. We will do the tutorial. I won't insult you, though, by reading tutorial pop-ups or the like. So, give me 1 second. Okay, there's no also easy way for me to get to the... Oh! To record the game. I should mention this right now. If you do like what you end up seeing and you think about picking up this game, I picked it up in Steam. The game doesn't run when I run it from Steam. It just crashes. It won't run. It doesn't launch anything. Nothing happens. It just locks my computer at a and it reduces the visual comes up in like a 640 by 320 window or something like that. It's just awful. So, if you're going to pick this game up, you're going to want to download some mods for it to make it runnable. There was a Steam forum post that I discovered, which led me to downloading and running this one mod manager for this game, a new launcher that actually launches the game, lets you install mods and what have you for it, and so on, and that's what I'm using to run this game. I'm not running any mods for the game itself, other than the launcher and whatever fixes were required to allow the game to run on current systems. The game was made in 2008, but the resolutions and, I guess the architecture for computers have changed since then, and it doesn't run very well without help these days. Alright, now with all that said, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and start. Oh, we're almost good to go. difficulty setting. Now, let's get this out of the way. The harder the difficulty, the more life enemies have and the more damage they do to you. That is not how I like my difficulties. I like more enemies or some other things that come at you sideways when it comes to difficulty settings. I don't mind a little bit of extra damage taken and a little more hit points on enemies, but that's not the way it works for this. So we will play on normal mode for here. I may end up making the game look rather easy. This is because I understand how the combat works after really not understanding it right away. We will talk more about this when we play the game and get into fighting. Let's go ahead and start.
Master Fenrig, where are you?
I'm here, Sareth. Now listen. In the room ahead, there's an altar with a spider artifact. Take it. We'll need it to get to the Lotaeri crystal. My voice will guide you. And have no fear, I'll be watching over you.
Alright, viewer. Our objectives are to find the Lotaeri crystal and obtain a spider key. Let's cover what we see on the screen here first so you understand what's going on. Our life is in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, the red bar, and a number is below it. We can see that we have 50 of 50 life. The bar to the right of that is our adrenaline meter. That fills up as we successfully hit enemies with charged up attacks, and can be used to perform insta-kills once it's filled. Once it's filled. Below that is a empty box. That will show you the item you currently have equipped like a weapon. On the lower right-hand side of the screen is our mana level, the blue meter. We currently have 20 of 20 mana. The box under it shows any miscellaneous things that you have highlighted on your hotbar, like a potion or a spell, for example, but only if you're in combat mode, I think. We have a hotbar in the lower center portion of the screen with 9 potential places for you to stick things for easy access. You can still use things from your inventory. We'll get to that very soon. As an inventory, but we'll get to that later. I have a hotkey set for my dark vision, which is why I'm putting it over there. Finally, you have the circle in the center of the screen. This is your light meter, or light gem. It works the opposite way that you would think it works. So, here, we are 50% visible, as it were. An enemy that would be standing over there and looking in our direction would probably get suspicious and begin looking for us. Here, we are more in the darkness. An enemy over there would not see us right away, for example, and might not even notice us at all, even if looking directly at us, unless he was aware that we existed, like he's been alerted to our presence, and is looking for us, in which case he might see us even now. Anyway, that's how the light gem works. Here, even though the light gem has no light in it, it means that we are completely visible. We are not in shadows at all. Let's cover a few more things. Walking on surfaces makes noise. What you walk on makes different amounts of noise. Your light gem does not impact noise at all. Walking makes less noise than running or sprinting does. Not too much, though, but you can get a little closer to enemies. Alright, that's the basics. Let's get going. This doesn't seem to be too much of a nice place. Master Fenrig sounds like a really nice individual, too, and it apparently is very benevolent, sending us into this incredibly scary-looking place without anything but the ability to see our death before it happens with dark vision. We'll cover dark vision a little bit later when the game prompts us to use it. Now look at this face carving in the wall. I sure hope we don't have to fight anything that looks like that. A knight just sitting, staring down the hallway. Alright. Here's the key we need. Master Fenrir either knows this place isn't very dangerous, or doesn't care that we die in it, if he's not sending us in here without anything.
So far, so good.
Use the spider key we found, sir. Pull the lever, Sareth. Then hurry through the far gate.
There is sprinting in the game. Sprinting consumes stamina, as does a few other things. If you have no stamina, you cannot do any of the things that require stamina to be used. It appears to be a crypt of some sort. Supposed to be followers? Or the spider god?
See the planks around that pillar? They look weak. See if you can break them. It looks like you'll have to go up here. Jump on that chain and climb.
Most of Sareth's training involves squats and kicking. Because the kicks are extremely strong in this game. And you will see us kicking a whole lot of things. There was climbing in the game. There's mantling in the game. Yeah, you can pick up things in the game.
Physical obstacles will be the easiest you face in this life, Sareth. Now is your chance to conquer them.
Crouching.
Use the spell I taught you, Sareth, and the dark will hold no secrets for you.
Okay, so I can see the entirety of this room. In that, I can make out a statue here. There's its base, there's its head. I can see a tunnel over there. I can see an open coffin or sarcophagus there, and another one there, I think. Here are walls. I can see chains. I mention this because I don't know what you guys will be able to see. Let's go ahead, though, and use our dark vision. It's not a sarcophagus down there, it's a part of the ceiling. I will try to not use dark vision very often. Only when it is incredibly dark and or there may be hostiles around in that darkness. There is no mana cost to dark vision. It is free. It does have a duration. When it expires, you can just immediately use it again. That was it expiring by itself. You can also turn it off as well early if you just don't want to have it on any longer. There is leaning in the game as well. I do not know if enemies notice you leaning. I think they do, though.
See if you can open the chest. You never know what you might find. If you see a weapon, go ahead and pick it up. There will be fighting ahead.
Equipment. Equipment can be, well, equipped by drag. I guess we'll talk about inventory now. So you can hold this many items in the game. You have your backpack effectively, and you have your hotbar. Items on your hotbar do not need to be in your backpack. You can equip a weapon by either hitting the number key on your hotbar, selecting it on your hotbar, or by dragging it onto your equipment slot like this.
The rope, Sareth. Cut the rope.
So, one more time, I can now draw my blade by hitting the 1 key. Well, because it's on my hotbar.
Adapt. Kick that creature back and watch it fall. Careful. The undead are tenacious. Impel them to make sure they don't rise again. I'll do my best to heal you, Seraph.
Undead will rise over and over again.
Now is the time to use your combat techniques as I taught you.
Until you get rid of them by stabbing them, or some other means that make them fade away like we just saw. Hold down the button to slash at enemies, and you will slowly begin filling your adrenaline bar. Your character has a greater range than you would think for their melee strikes. Adrenaline, oh, we just earned it, and now we'll insta-kill what we strike.
Give me a moment to open this door.
The first times I fought this zombie viewer, I didn't die because you can't.
Gods. Here, hired swords they are, but I can feel the scheming hand of the necromancers behind them. So they too are after the Lotaeri crystal.
I got beat up a lot by the starting creature, and by many of the enemies in the game until I learned that you actually have a greater amount of distance than you think with your melee strikes.
Kick him over the edge. Be efficient, Seraph.
Here you are. Don't move, buddy.
Use the spikes to your advantage.
You can parry attacks. Enemies can parry your attacks as well. And if enemy parries your attack, they will almost always do a...
You can kick your enemies against them. It's quite effective. If he's still moving, drive your sword through him.
You won't make it.
Try
You're
breaking
dead
the
man.
planks, Sabbath.
Just kick him into the fire.
Impale him, Sabbath. That will finish it.
Don't try to run.
Let's try fighting this guy.
Die.
Kick him against the spikes. That should take care of him. Here too. If you break the planks and the shells start moving, drive your sword through him. Use more time to hone your skills if you wish. I'll keep the portcullis open.
Show some stuff.
All right, we survived. Look at this place. Massive mausoleum to the spider god and their fallen followers, or the faithful therein, interred here. Interred here. You will take fire damage yourself if you walk over it, so do not do so. I love the beams of light. It hints we're underground somewhere, quite deep, or in a mountainside. Alright. You gain skill points by... Well, how do I describe this? Most of the skill points you get are just going to be given to you as you proceed through the main story. Some are given to you by doing optional things. There's one or two that are given to you by finding secrets. It's not the number of them that you find, it's the particular secret that you find. And there's a few that are given to you by fighting optional things, or doing something optional. Alright, so let's explain this really quick. I'm not gonna... I'm just gonna... Alright, we have three different types of trees. Combat, magic, and miscellaneous. in order to take later things in the skill tree, it goes from top to bottom, you must have taken all the points in one of the things that connect to it. So, for example, if I want to take strength, 1 point in strength, I must have taken all 3 points in melee combat or all 3 points in archery to do so. Works that way to my knowledge for any of these other trees also. We're going to start by taking melee combat up 1 rank. I know we want to play a thiefy character, but I want to start first by taking some other melee ability here. I don't want to be completely a noob for melee attacks. Double-click to take it, and now it's permanently unlocked for our character. The way this works, what we just took, was we unlocked Flurry of Blows. It's too late now for me to show you what happens if you don't have it, but since we took it, we can now do this endlessly. Before, there would be like a 1 second break. Like this. Now, there isn't. We also earned a charge ability, which is 2 charged attacks if you are, well, sprinting to when you release the button. Dragon Insignia crates will always contain something in them. We took a little bit of damage, so let's heal. And up and maybe out we go. Just looking for that crystal.
What now, Master Fenrig?
We're done for now. Let us hope that you will be as efficient in future tasks. This is only the first step on a long road.
I suppose the Black Guards cleared out most of the hostiles that were in here. They themselves can't access the crystal without the spider key. Master Fenrig must have discovered how best to slip us in to take it without anyone else realizing it.
Now, take that crystal. You'll have a use for it half a world away. For today was just the beginning, my boy. Let us return home, and I'll show you the next step in your education.
Sareth, my faithful disciple, your father would be proud to see you this day. Initiated into the arts of magic, a fierce and noble warrior, you have all that you need to achieve your destiny. But you won't achieve it here. Your future is out there, in a distant land. I'm sending you to the free city of Stonehelm to meet a wizard named Menelag. He and I have certain mutual interests. Right now, he's looking for an artifact called the Skull of Shadows. Unfortunately, he's unable to progress any further in his search. At least not without this, the Shanteri crystal that we retrieved. It was worth our pain to retrieve it, don't you think? Take it to Menelag and help him get the skull. Once you do, I think you'll know what's expected of you next. However, my dear boy, I am not sending you alone. You'll need a guide, a companion, perhaps even a guardian. She may even teach you a few other things.
What is your bidding, my master?
One can travel lighter than two, Sareth.
Am I to protect this boy? Fear not. This won't hurt a bit. Shh. By the way, my name is Xana. There it is, Sarah. The free city of Stonehelm, crossroads of money and magic. Deliver the crystal to Menelag and we can be on our way.
I hope so. It's been pretty dull.
We should go back to the city, where it's safe.
The farther we get, the better.
It's our home.
It'll be our too if you don't drive faster. There's an army of necromancers coming.
Necromancers? Fenric didn't say anything about them.
Master Fenric rarely tells everything he knows. Hurry, we'll be safe inside.
That's it, my lovely. This way. Step lively now. Move it, move it.
There's a bit of dialogue here, viewer. We'll talk after.
Behind to help me with these casks.
I'm not gonna let some undead thing steal my grandmother's linens.
Whatever, you can take in 5 minutes, and that's it.
Why do you
Those undead devils aren't here yet.
Nobody knows where that necromancer
Right,
is.
mind the gate. Tell Lord Menelag and the council that the city is sealed. You there! Stay your business!
I'm the envoy from Master Fenric, with a message for the wizard Menelag.
That's Lord Menelag. Got any proof? We're a little wary of strangers these days.
I have a letter of introduction.
Let me see it then. By special request of Lord Menelag. And there's a seal. Let me welcome you to Stonehelm. We'll stable your horse for you if it pleases us.
Of course. Can you tell me where to find Menelag?
Certainly, sir. You go uphill past the Golden Ribbon and sweet dragon's blood. What's that? You, young man! Through here, hurry! Ah! Get inside, quickly!
They're here. They're really here. What are we going to do?
Run! Dragon Preserve! Station! Come on! Take shelter while you can! Get those idiots! Run! Run! What are you waiting
They have a cyclops. You're not.
Hey, you! Hold me up there! I have a weight went on the wall! Quick! My brother is already trying to get inside the walls up there!
So speaking of, you're sorry, there's a whole lot that's happening. We'll talk soon.
The ghouls are coming! Run!
Come across, lad! Hurry! Dragons of air and fire! Just try to keep them! They're coming up the stairs. We need to shut the upper gate.
By all means.
Good lad!
I wish he'd stop calling me that.
You! I need someone to man the ballista! Follow me!
So there's ground forces here, and they're bombarding this area with catapults as well, or trebuchets or something. Let's do it.
Just focus on the ballista!
Nice. Help the guards.
Come on, Sarah. Keep up your fire.
Nice hit, Tim.
Now or never, Sarah. You have to kill it. You did it. I'd hug you if I could.
Alright, guys. We did it.
That's the all clear. They're retreating. For now.
Oh man, poor guy. Alright, let's cover a few things, a few more things. What just happened, more or less. So, we have the Shantari crystal. It's to be given to Lord Manalag here. It looks like the place is under attack by necromancers, so we heard about them earlier while we were in the tutorial, so oddly enough, they're here as well. I guess they're the antagonists of this world. Lord Fenreg also summoned what looks to be, well, I don't know what she is, but she's inside of us, effectively possessing us at this moment. She is quite the looker, isn't she? So, it's probably best that she's not visible. That would be really hard to, if we don't want to be noticed, having her with us is not not going to work out. We don't need someone so voluptuous with us. Or at least we want her with us, but we don't want anyone else noticing her. All right, we have a note. I was thinking about Liena again, like always, I guess. But she's so pretty and so nice, and her uncle says that she'll be a great wizard like he is. I think I'm going to ask her to marry me. Not today, though. But maybe this war will give me a chance to be a hero and prove myself to her. Good luck, Garth. She probably has a lot of suitors, though, I'm guessing.
Nice work there, friend. You've got some real potential.
Thank you. We're picking up food rations, by the way. They heal 2 hit points each when we use them. You can only, by the way, have up to 20 of any one particular item, assuming that item stacks. If the item does not stack, then you're only allowed to have 1 of it. Picking up another will just vanish the item that you picked up. So if we get a short sword and pick up another, we still only have 1 short sword, and the one we picked up will also no longer be present. A Bestiary of Ashen. A recent study of Ashen fauna gave us an interesting account of the creature's weaknesses. For instance, while most of the basic creatures, like spiders, are very vulnerable to fire and will avoid it, creatures with a demonic taint, like the orcs or the goblins, are naturally more resistant to fire. They are, however, as vulnerable to lightning as anyone else. Undead are a different matter. Having no concept of fear or injury, they are difficult to defeat. However, a fortunate adventurer may find blessed weapons crafted from the very substance of dragons that do great damage to these creatures.
You handle yourself pretty well in a fight. Care to join us for a pint at the Golden Rivet?
Oh yeah, I'll take a drink. I gotta go shopping for some alcohol soon anyway. Gonna be making wassail for my family come Thanksgiving. All right, wheel turns. Hold it down. If you let go early, it shuts faster than it rises. There'll be a few of these in the game. By the way, if this is looking kind of familiar, like the way we pick up things feels like Dishonored, it is made by Arcane Studios, the ones who made that game some years later. A lot of what was in that game, you'll see mimicked, or the opposite. What's in this game will be mimicked in Dishonored. From the adrenaline meter, the way you pick up things and so on. Even some of the skills that we have. I'll take a free bow. Oh wow, look at the city. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. And that side, it looks like it's been under siege. I don't think that... Feels like that's fire from a battle, not from smokestacks. Or chimneys. Still can't make out what's up there. What the symbol is on top of the tower. So we picked up a bow. We'll talk about combat, equipping items a bit more. Grab a short sword too. So, one more time. Yeah, I don't have to have the bow in my inventory to equip it. I can just right-click on it here. And there we go. Time is not paused, though, while you're in the inventory, nor when you're reading something. So if you want to quickly access the weapon, you're going to want to make sure it's on your hotbar, though you only have, once again, 9 slots for such items. For bows, when you draw the bow, your vision will be, you will be a bit shaky, and if you move quickly, you will shake as well. Walking will also destabilize your aim. You do not get tired, though, holding a bow, like Garrett did. We do have ammo. You can see the amount of ammo in the lower left-hand corner now that the bow is selected. We have 30 current bolts. Equipping a different weapon will sheath the bow and any drawn arrow you might have had with it. You can use shields only if you have the 2nd rank of melee combat. I don't intend on taking it, so we're going to just leave the shield there. Daggers? We have a short sword. I guess we'll read about this equipment that we're picking up now, too. Short sword. Swords are the perfect companions for warriors. Sure, they're not suitable as a staff or the daggers, but they're equally reliable and lethal in each and every situation you may face on the battlefield. Daggers. Daggers do less damage than swords, but offer increased speed and versatility. They are the only weapons that can be used to backstab an opponent. You cannot backstab an opponent, to my knowledge, unless you have the backstab feat. Or skill. Additionally, they can be thrown at enemies. For that, you must perform a power strike when your enemy is fleeing or when your adrenaline is full. We'll stick with daggers since we're playing a thiefy character. We have 4 skill points, by the way. Let's take a few things. If we want to take the thievy abilities, which are these 2, then we're going to need to at least take alertness. Automatically detect secret objects when you are standing still. Not every secret item will be revealed, secret objects. Sometimes an item that is part of a puzzle won't be, but that item could still reveal a secret. And not all secrets or things that lead you to secrets will be revealed. Like a beam we might have to get up onto to find one. But there are some items that you can interact with, and these items will be glowing for you. The glow will be a bluish hue, and will only be present when you are not moving. You can look around, fine, but you can't be actually, moving. We have more skill points to place, let's see. So stealth. Decreases the sound of your footsteps when walking. Here's our footsteps currently, viewer. Hope you like them, because you'll never hear these again. Once we're done, well, for walking at least. Much quieter. To get the next rank of this, though, will take 4 points. So we will wait some time to get that. That will be the next thing we take.
They do that, we're trapped.
I doubt it. Ghouls don't swim well.
What do we do with the bodies? If the necromancers get their hands on them?
We might have to open up the necropolis.
So that hints...
For the last time, there are no necromancers in the city.
They've got you fooled too, I see. They can't fool me. And I tell you, the streets are safe. The city could be filled with necromancer spies. Was that parasite Aaron Tier with them? Did you see him?
Oh, for dragon's sake.
I was talking about something, viewer, and then completely forgot what it was. let's just move on. Alright, secrets. So I know where some of all the secrets are here, in this starting area, which is more or less a little extended tutorial to teach you about running and jumping and stuff like that. Interacting with things and getting you the feel for what this town is before it gets much worse. And there's a secret, kind of a tricky one to get right here. You have to sprint from that ledge, and then you can mantle onto this. And from here, you can sprint and mantle to get here. take an apple. A full health potion. Now, I know that we do not have to actually use any items to heal ourselves. We are at 15 hit points. When we were thrown from the horse, we took a massive hit. We will be automatically healed when after the next cutscene occurs. But I don't know. But I don't know. I do know that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and drink this full health potion here. It's a bit odd to me that we healed to full, since there's no why would that occur? Like, I know it's not gonna make any sense, so I'm just going to use this now. Actually, it probably makes perfect sense. Ignore me. A combat staff. Let's take a look at how these weapons swing, by the way. So, we've already seen the sword. The combat staff, which I really like this, by the way, is always swinging like this. But the charge attacks can be quite different. Which I guess there's no enemy in front of me, so we're swinging it the same way. It has a bit of a wind-up time. It's not as quick as your short sword is, but it will almost always stun enemies when you use it. It's a fantastic weapon. It also does 2 damage. I suppose we'll talk about this really quick, too. Max life, 50. Max mana, 20. Damage we do, 2. Our armor class reduces by a flat amount the damage we take from things. As for our daggers, this is basically the attack that you do with them. It's deceptive. It actually does... the range is pretty decent, and enemies get, not stunned, but staggered very easily with daggers. Oh, we might be able to see what that thing is from here. Assuming it's the same... I'm guessing it is the same symbol. Or creature. Ah! The cute girl there must be who we're here to see.
You know what they say about the size of a man's front gate? That big one must be Menelag's.
I hope he wasn't caught outside the walls.
Talk to the... Oh, I think she's talking about us. She's here to see us. She is Menelag's, assistant? We'll learn more very soon. Most of the secrets in the game that you find will contain potions of some sort. There's another full health potion. I don't want to accidentally click on it, frantically hitting other buttons, so we're going to move it out of our hotkey. Okay, well, let's not talk with her at the moment. Like Garth is trying to build up the courage to speak to her. Good luck, Garth. You have, well, I'm guessing are apples. Oh, pears and apples. Oh, I don't know what these are. Leeks. Chickens. Fish. I have no clue. Medicines. More leeks. Lots of leeks. Must be some sort of export from this place.
Ah, looks like just a little fireball damage. Shouldn't be too hard to fix.
Oh, that's good. Is that a thing they regularly experience? He's able to pinpoint what type of damage it was and say it's not so bad. I guess fireballs aren't that damaging in this world. Maybe it was a low-level mage. I love the lighting, by the way, in this game. Very nice. We are playing a thiefy character, so I don't mind. sneaking into people's homes and taking their leftover food or emergency food rations, I suppose. You are not guaranteed to be allowed to walk in certain places, by the way. So, just be aware. If we get caught in here, we're likely to get in trouble. We do have making enemies of the Stonehelm guards will make the main objective impossible. Don't do it. What that means is that the game will fade to black and end. You effectively died if you make enemies of the guards. Scrolls. Scroll dispels are one-time casts of that spell. They are, to my knowledge, all the spells that are available here come in a scroll form. Must be a mage who lives here. Actually, no, that's not true, because we found a scroll. Mages would cast spells themselves. Not everything you can, by the way, interact with will hint that it is interactable. And this is not highlighting, which you would think it would, since we've chosen alertness. A full health potion and a gutting Chris. Some pieces of gear, most actually, will require you having a certain level of a skill. The Gutting Chris requires us to have Stealth 2 to equip it. We have only one skill point at the moment, so we need 3 more to take it. The only way off of ropes, by the way, is to jump. Okay, well, can we explore a little more? There might be more stuff to find. Flasks of oil. They will burn, well, the flask, but oil will burn and can be used to create hazardous conditions for enemies. You can kick them over oil and they'll fall easier. They'll slip down stairs.
Wash the blood out of these. Wash out the blood.
Leave her be, Sareth. She's not important.
Xana, it's such a mean thing to say. As for someone thinks she's important, she's important. The only containers that have items in them, to my knowledge, are indeed ones marked with that symbol. So destroying that isn't going to do anything for us. You cannot mantle barrels or crates.
They tried launching skeletons over the wall.
What happened to them?
Splintered on impact, mostly.
Pies! And I think a health potion? No, food rations. Alright, viewer, to my knowledge, that's all there really is in the town. Let's go ahead and see the girl. Oh, we do have a body, by the way, as you can see. So, we are impacted by enemies. There is collision detection in the game. That includes things we are up against.
Damn things will never be clean now. Never ever be clean.
I mean, there's always collision detection with walls, what have you, but there is some with enemies as well. You can't run through them. Though they can run through you if you stand still, as you just saw one of the guards do.
Excuse me.
Oh, you must be the envoy. Here's our guest. By gosh.
Okay.
I'm here to see the wizard Lord Menelag, on behalf of Master Fenrig.
You must be Sareth. I was getting worried about you, though maybe for no reason. Uncle said you helped kill a Cyclops. No, sorry. I'm Lyanna, Menelag's niece and pupil.
Niece? Pupil?
Uncle will be so pleased to see you. But you'll want to wash up before dinner. Please, follow me.
With pleasure. I mean, yes. Excellent.
Guard! Please open the portcullis!
Yes, milady.
We've had a feast prepared in your honor, you know.
She's got a nice smile. And Sarah's a bit too eager. Come on, Sarah.
Welcome to the house of Menelag.
So you're Sareth. Good to see you, lad. With those necromancers at the walls, watch it with that. I was getting worried. I trust you brought the Lotaeri crystal. Of course you have. Good. I'll take that, my lad, for safekeeping. Tomorrow we sail with it, careful with that soup there, to the Temple Isle, resting place of the Skull of Shadows. Let Arantir throw his army against the walls. We'll be off sealing his doom.
Don't dismiss Arantir too lightly. There are rumors that he might be the Dark Messiah.
You're stuffing nonsense, girl. All three of us know better than that.
But the time is right for the prophecy.
I'll worry about dusty old prophecies. You worry about the expedition. You're in charge of it, after all.
Of course, Uncle. Good night. And to you too, Sareth.
Please don't tell me you find that sort of thing cute.
Listen well, boy. I know why you're really here, but Lyanna doesn't, and we'll keep it that way. Fenrig's business doesn't touch her. Understood?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps you don't know. And that's probably for the best. The servants will show you to the guest house. Get some sleep, hero. We sail with the morning tide.
Sir! Sir, wake up! The manor is under attack! There are necromancers
Prepare
everywhere!
yourself.
I'm gonna see if the master is alright. Hide yourself!
There's no place to hide here.
Stop right there, or it gets ugly.
Sorry, sir. I feel bad for this, but better you than me. Woo! All right. Wow, he just immediately killed the poor peasant. Servant, not peasant. Maybe both. All right, guys. I'm gonna put a small break here, and I will be right back. Hey everyone, alright, I'm back. It's the next day, and I can't believe we've been playing for almost an hour already. Normally, I don't like recording videos longer than an hour, but we'll go a little further, maybe like another 20 to 30 minutes or so. Just enough so that we can get to the next transition area, and then we'll call it quits. We haven't done a whole lot of combat yet, and since the majority of the game involves combat of some sort or another, mostly kicking, I figured let's go ahead and get some of that in, so we end on a more exciting note. Those do not look like the normal guards we've seen before. They look like the black guards that we saw earlier in the Spider Temple. If they're working with the necromancers, then they've infiltrated this part of the city. They're being quiet, so probably no one else knows they're here as they assault Lord Menelag's manor. As I mentioned before, we are unable to mantle onto barrels, so we cannot get over this wall. I have to go around a different way if we need to get into the cellar. The boards surrounding pillars like this are easily destroyed with a ranged weapon, which would knock down that guard. It will make a lot of noise. We'll have to rush up to finish him off.
Get me some help here.
I missed. They're both stunned, which is good. Oh! Wow, this weapon. It stuns even with a light swing.
Don't move, buddy. You'll pay when I get my hands on you.
You have to be out of the fire, though, for that to happen. Combat does carry the sound of it. So once you start fighting, you can expect everyone else to show up.
You won't make it.
Yep.
Die!
Okay, we took a little bit of light damage there, so we'll eat some rations to get your life back up. To my knowledge, you will never have your life auto-filled again in the game. We didn't get it auto-filled either, because we drank a full health potion. But you're going to want to heal yourself. I'm a fan of always making sure I'm at max life if possible.
No surprise there. Stonehelm does have a thieves' guild.
They don't leave their doors open. You don't see any guards from Manalag here. They must have been bribed to leave, I'm guessing. We'll get tutorial pop-ups here, in case you, I suppose, rushed through the normal tutorial.
Stop right there!
So the front door isn't open. We saw a cellar, so or a doorway to a cellar. So that's going to be our next objective. With one more skill point, we can grab stealth up a rank. It might be nice, though, to use the bow a little more effectively. We'll work on the bow, though, after we've improved our stealth one more. Although the quarterstaff here is amazing, the combat staff, I feel like, or rather, I want to play a thief character, assassin. So we'll use daggers as our primary weapon, and drop the staff after we do so.
Don't try to run!
Trust me, I'm not gonna... The guard there likely heard the combat. He did. He's on his way.
Did I hear something? Hey, no!
Oh! We can probably just let ourselves be seen here. Holy, nice. Crack their ribs with the staff when they're on the ground. Oh, poor guy. Thankfully, the Blackguards don't have anyone on the battlements overlooking this area. We wouldn't have a good way of dealing with enemies at ranged.
Keep looking. We need to get inside and secure the crystal.
Blackguards were looking for it in the Spider Temple, so they likely have learned it's here. And are thus here to claim it.
Inside at last. Good job. Let's see what's going on here.
Alright, guys. So I think we'll stop here. Let's just go ahead first, though, and level ourselves. And we're going to go ahead and grab that other point in stealth. You also will no longer need this quarterstaff, or rather, as much as I do like it, we're not taking it. We'll be using our gutting crisp for the foreseeable future. Alright, guys. Once more time, I'm going to stop here. Thank you guys for watching. When we come back, it'll be more Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. We'll explore Manalog's Manor. Once again, viewer, please let me know if you can or can't see anything, by the way. Like, I can see the wall here and the shelf that's right here. I'm assuming you guys probably can't. So, let me know if it's still too dark for you. Alright? See you guys in the next one.